Welcome to this week's Democrat Sports Spotlight. I'm Democrat sports writer Seth Stringer, here with Coach Kevin Bucher, head coach of the State Fair women's basketball team. First off, Coach, congratulations are in order on the team's invitation to play in the 2010 Collegiate Girls Basketball Report Classic this weekend in Marianna, Florida. Y'all have certainly earned it. 3 games this season, you are 3-0, ranked 7 in the nation, averaging 80 points a game and giving up only 51 points a game. What's the recipe for success?
Well, we're very athletic. We have a very big depth, and that really helps us out. Our speed has really hurt a lot of teams, and we're very aggressive. I mean, we get after it. We dive on balls for loose balls, and it's been a really fun bunch to work with.
Earlier in the season, you talked about how the offense was kind of a running gun style offense. You do a mix of 2-3 zone and man-to-man. Ebony Davis seems to have, transfer from IUPUI. 6 foot player. She seems to be really settling in the starting lineup. She's averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds, a steal a game, and she's also shooting 58% from the floor and 91% from the line. It looks like she's really stepped up.
She has, and what's nice is she's used to a lot of the players from the St. Louis area. They played a lot of times in high school against each other, AAU teams. So they knew each other before, and that's one reason why we got her here, because one of Ariana, who was her teammate, and the other young ladies from St. Louis. So we were very fortunate. She has stepped in and has really helped our post position because we needed some inside as far as scorers and rebounder, and she's come in and did that quite well.
And we know Sierra Leak, Tatiana Washington, Ariana Walker. You got some great guards on the roster. Also, they haven't quite hit their stride in terms of numbers because they haven't played the minutes they're accustomed to. Obviously in the blowouts. But you definitely got some guard depth, and that's a big reason why you're outscoring teams by almost 30.
It is, and we've played some pretty good teams. Ren Lake, who's pretty good. There in Illinois, we played Southern Illinois, who was in the championship game last year. Played them pretty well. We're just very strong in the guards. I'm a firm believer in order for you to be very successful, you got to have some really good guards, and we have a lot of freshmen who are competing for those spots as well. So I tell those sophomores, just because you're a sophomore doesn't mean those spots are guaranteed, and you still have to work very hard in practice. You have to perform, and so far they have.
Last year's team started off 9-0, 18-1. This year, it just seems like they're continuing the tradition. Like I said, we talked about the defense, and the offense is coming to fruition. And it just seems like now with the invitation to play in this tournament with was it 5 other ranked teams?
Right.
It seems like this program's really getting its due.
Well, it's going to be a tough weekend. One, traveling that far, and then playing against this type of caliber teams. We know that we have to be ready to play right off the bat, and we also want to see how good we are. One, we want to hopefully prepare ourselves for the national tournament in the spring, and going against competition like this, playing against teams, will only help us down the road.
Yeah, and I know you are filling in for Jefferson, who dropped out of the tournament. Jefferson's going to be the main competition in Region 16 play. It looks like they're ranked number 10. They got the pedigree of a powerhouse. Definitely got to get ready for that matchup in January.
We do. They're very similar to us. The nice thing is we have some size that goes along with that, but they're very quick. They're very athletic, very similar to us. But in our region, there's a lot of tough teams. I mean, all of our teams except for 1 or 2 right now are undefeated. And so we're not going to look back. That's one nice thing that's been with this bunch. They don't overlook, at least they haven't yet, any of the teams. Even in our scrimmages, we look and see who we play at hand, and then we go and prepare and try to beat them.
I appreciate your time, Coach, and join us next week, sports fans, when we'll sit down with State Fair men's head coach Kevin Thomas.